Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome for the first time. Thank you so much for joining. So we are going to be reacting to a band Maid song called Dice. So I just felt drawn to the title of the song and I wanted to have a little listen. So we're obviously going to look at a bit of the context afterwards, look at the lyrics afterwards as well, but I'm just going to listen to it first time without necessarily understanding the lyrics if it is all in Japanese, because I know they sometimes put English lyrics in as well. So I'm just going to have a first time listen and give you guys my opinion and my perspective as always. But let's go. Oh, wow. Wow, I love the ending of that. The ending was really was very powerful. Definitely very powerful because it was like the light was shining and and the blindfold was taken off, and it's like now they're walking into the light, which is really beautiful. And a lot of the video was quite dull and dark and kind of mysterious vibes, and sort of that doll there was kind of giving like the sort of childish vibes in a way, because they did make some hints to like childishness and stuff like that, and I feel like the doll was almost like hinting towards that a little bit, but it was kind of in like a creepy tone in a way, but obviously like that's just kind of the theme of it. But when you look kind of deeper into it, you see like the hidden meaning of like the childish, like letting go of your childish ways, and like she was blindfolded, and then she's takes off the blindfold, and then she walks towards the light and towards like the bright when she's sort of walking away. Like I really like that. It's quite deep, but to be expected with band Maid. I feel like they always have such deeper meanings behind their music videos and behind their songs, really. So which I always like to look into. But it was such a good song. Like it started really strong, which they always tend to do. They always tend to like start strong. And then I loved the drum pattern. The drum pattern on this was really nice. Let me see. Let me go back to this bit. It was just really, really nice. Ooh, even the guitar at the back, and then the drums like offbeat. Like I feel like it's so like it's just magical. Like to be able to make a song like this and like to compose it all yourself, like as a band. I mean, like, and to be able to stay, because the drums were like an offbeat drum pattern in comparison. It's like, how the hell do they even like do that? Like, I feel like it is such a magical thing, you know, to be able to be in unison and play in unison and have like these offbeats and this kind of like offness, but it's all connected and it all kind of works and makes sense. And like, yeah, I think it never sort of fails to amaze me, the talent that comes with this. But obviously it's not just talent. It is talent, but it's also hard work, and it's also working on your craft, and you can tell that they've really worked on their craft as individuals, because then they can if you've really mastered your craft and you've mastered, okay, I know how to sort of play the drums to the best of my ability, you know, you can experiment more. And this is a very much, you really hear, I mean, I'm sure I've heard it again in a lot of band Maid songs without me sort of realizing, but the experimentation between it in this song, I really feel it. There's so many layers going on at once, and it's all works together, you know. Sometimes your ears kind of pick up on things. Like even the second time listening to it, I've picked up on something that I didn't even hear the first time. And that's what songs should be like, that every time you come back to it, you notice something else. And whether that's, obviously, if you listen to a song that's very stripped back, that doesn't have all these instruments, a great song is like when you come back to it, you always feel something different, or it always brings out a different side of you and your feelings, like even if it was just with the lyrics. Do you know what I mean? So, but they do that with the instruments and the layers of the instruments that they've brought to the song, like, and like it just makes you want to keep coming back and wanting to listen to like the different layers. And you know, and one thing I really liked though was the bass. Like I put the timestamp down for the bass bit, but then something else kind of came after it. It was the bass and then the guitar straight after the bass bit. So let's see if we go back and listen. Like I just love where it goes, like straight after the bass, like this high note. It's like a voice. This is what I really do love about guitar and electrical guitar, is that it's just like it expresses something different that a voice can't express in that same way. Obviously a voice can express a myriad of things, depending on where your voice and the capabilities of your voice and where you can take it and where it can go. But I feel like a guitar, an electrical guitar, it's just like, it's another level or another layer of expression that sounds like a voice. It just does something to me, like when I hear an electrical guitar, and especially where they've played it, and it's just like it like goes places that it's like makes you feel something different. Like it's really beautiful. It's very vocal, I guess you could say. It has its voice, and it's such a powerful instrument. Like even acoustic guitar, but obviously electrical guitar. Oh, it just brings up a feeling in me that I can't explain, but it's just beautiful, absolutely. But I really love the bass as well. I don't believe I have heard a bass like that in their other songs that I've reacted to. Potentially, I maybe have, but if I haven't, or if I have, I picked up on it a lot because it was very much a solo bass bit, and I love that because you don't actually hear like bass solos, like really, like I don't feel like I've heard a lot of bass solos in a song. It's always like the electrical, like the main guitar, the electrical guitar sort of thing, like. But the bass, like those notes as a solo bit, is really nice. I really like that, and I loved the bit where it went down. The bridge was really nice. I really love the melody as well, like. Wait, I really love the way that's sung. That is, let's have it. One moment of pain, 10 moments of delight. It's really nice. Ooh, and I really like how they go into that like offbeat. It's like, so she does it before, so it's one moment. It's not one moment. It's like offbeat. So that timing's really nice as well. Like even those little intricacies, like of when to say the word or when to come in and when to, you know, it all adds to the overall effect and the overall way that we receive the song, receive the lyrics and the meaning and the feeling of it. It's very, there's just like little minute decisions that really overall make the song what it is, you know. And I feel like within such a complex band, within any band, like I feel like when there's so many instruments going on, there's a voice, there's the lyrics, like you have to be so precise about where everything sits and what time you come in, because it all those little moments, little key moments that make up a song, like they make up the song. You know, like it is all those little moments, you know, that carry it. And even just that little one that I picked up on there, like it really does make a difference. And then it goes back up. Like I love that. I love those moments of like, I do love a good bridge. I feel like it adds variety to a song. Even for the singer, it like allows them to kind of take that moment of breath and kind of like recenter and ground, and then go back up to all that expression and all that complexity and like energy that they bring. Like I love that, and I really love this that particular bridge. So let's have a little look at the lyrics. Just because I know some of them were actually in Japanese. So I just love, you should be knowing that situation you got. No, there's no turning back anymore. Society values time. You cried out in a loud voice. They all just won't wait for me. Uncaring indifference. That's the sad reality. Why don't you give it a shot? It's like, why don't you give it a shot? It definitely links to the whole idea of like dice, which is why I was like quite drawn to it. I was just like intuitively drawn to dice. And I like to kind of, if no one requests a Maid song, I like to, the ones that I react to on my channel, if I choose it, I like to kind of go towards the ones that I feel drawn to or intuitively drawn to. And I feel like dice just kind of, it pulled me in at this time. So I really liked the message behind it. It's like, why don't you give it a shot? It's like rolling the dice of like, you know, that idea of what could you get, you know, it's like that chance, or like just try, roll, like test your luck type thing. Try your luck, sorry. Yeah, and this is deep as well. You know how it goes. Everybody thinking with their tiny little minds in their interests or not, whatever the answer is, just the same. It's like, it is. And now that where I've seen this lyric, I didn't actually catch on to that initially. Thinking with their tiny little minds. It's like, and then she's got the doll. It's like the childish ways, like the immaturity and stuff like that. And they touch on these things in very subtle ways, and it kind of leaves it open for interpretation, which I always like about their songs. Like, they definitely hold a meaning that people are meant to. It's not like so ambiguous to the point where you don't even know that it's like holding like a deeper meaning, but it's very, it pushes it in your face of like, this is we're trying to tell you something here, we're trying to give you a message here, but then what message it is left up to you as the listener and as the viewer to kind of come to whatever conclusion it is for you, which I like a lot. So yeah. And then obviously the chorus is, let's come back here, welcome to my home, candy or the whip, which do you like? When you've chosen, rise up. That's interesting. Candy or the whip, which do you like? When you've chosen, rise up. Do you know what that's giving? It's giving kind of like, do they mean by whip? Because in my head, whip, I'm thinking like car, but that's just my like Gen Z millennial mindset. But I'm guessing they mean like the whip of cream. So even that, candy or whip, it's like childlike. It's like, you know, what do you want on your ice cream? You know, do you want a candy, or do you want like or you know, it's kind of like, but then it also is giving me, I don't know why, I could just be looking into this, but it's giving me like the Matrix, like, you know, when they pick between the blue and the red pill, and he's like, which one do you like? And when you've chosen, rise up, you know, depending on which one you choose. I could just be looking into that way too much, but I don't know why that just came through as soon as I saw that, like the options and the rolling the dice idea of like the luck, chance, you know, which one do you pick, which one's going to lead to awakening, which one's going to, you know, so like that unknown and like destiny type theme coming through, which I've picked up on. Is this where we say bye-bye? Call me, can't make promises, but this way for sure more enjoy time. It can't work out for everything, but strive to try my best. Like, may I take your order? Like, all these little things is kind of deep. So all these words that are kind of ambiguous, but then like, again, like I said, you bring your own interpretation to what it could potentially mean. My mind cannot erase the heartache. We all carry some kind of burden, living with worries and regrets. I've got a feeling. Yeah, and then they bring it back like a groundedness. It's like this like ambiguity, and then they bring it back down to like their personal experience and like what could potentially have motivated them to be inspired to write this song. Or yeah, it's just that kind of groundedness, a thing of like, okay, now I know where we are. It's not so ambiguous. It's like, my mind cannot erase the heartache. Okay, now it makes sense, like back down to kind of earth of like, this is like the real experiences that I face in life type thing, if that makes sense. Nobody's time is meaningless. They say even dreams lead somewhere. Looking for faults, whatever, who cares? Are you ready? Seize the moment. It's just, it's very empowering. Ooh. Let's come back here. Welcome to my home. The sweet and the bitter, each one's own. You want to play childish. So already it's bye-bye. Call me. Trying to stand tall. Don't make it a joke. Tears will also make a rainbow. I love that line. I heard that when they were. I love that. Tears will also make a rainbow. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's a really beautiful line. For sure, this dreary day will too. Listen to your heart, it will change. May I take your order? Indulge yourself. It's okay. Just don't miss the next wave. Ooh, yeah. It's really, this song's quite deep. It's like, basically, I feel like it's talking about like, you know, people do like following your dreams. Like, it is kind of like a certain generation say, like, you know, you should just work hard and like do this kind of job and don't follow your dreams because dreams never come true. It's like that pessimistic outlook has been always like, yeah. So that's the pessimistic outlook. But people who follow their dreams and follow like their calling and follow that intuitive nudge have always been deemed to be childish. Like, stop chasing this, you're being childish, grow up, you know. And so like that's the theme that I see coming through. And it's like, don't like indulge yourself, but they're saying in this song, like, indulge yourself. It's okay to treat yourself. It's okay to do what you want to do for you. And like, you know, all these different themes are kind of running through the song, which again, like I said, it could potentially just be me and my interpretation based on my own life experiences and stuff like that. 1 moment of pain, 10 moments of delight, look for a reason, lift up your head. Right, let's make a start. It's just a state of mind, winning or losing. The dice are cast. Your reality, kick it away. Your ragged reality, kick it away. Seize the moment. Yeah, it is like, and that's, do you know what I'm getting from this song and from the lyrics is like, it's almost very, there's like, it's kind of like this push and pull dynamic of like, okay, almost like a confusion, but I think that adds to the idea of like the dice. Like you could roll a good number on the dice, or you could roll a bad number. You know, which pill you're gonna take, which you're gonna have the candy, or you're gonna have the whip. You know, it's like this push and pull, like uncertainty. You know, taking a risk. It's like this kind of push and pull dynamic that I'm feeling through the lyrics. Like each verse, it's kind of like but like it's being torn and kind of like, yeah. But at the end, it's kind of, through the video, there's that idea of like positivity of like, okay, she's chosen the right thing now because she's going towards the light and her blindfold's off. She's no longer blinded by things, or like the things that they were talking about, this like society values time, like you have to be this age to achieve this, or you have to, you know, society, like. And I feel like them having taken a risk or rolled the dice correctly has led them to go to the light, which is what happened at the end. And they took that blindfold off, and the blindfold could represent anything. Society values time, your own limitations, limiting mindset and stuff like that. So yeah, honestly, again, another deep song from band Maid that just has so much in it. Like, I just wanted to have a little look at the context of the song as well, because I haven't actually done that on some of their songs. I usually wait for you guys to kind of tell me about it, but I thought I'd look into it a little bit more. So this was released in 2018, marked a maturation in their sound, pushing deeper into hard rock and heavy metal influences while maintaining a polished melodic sound. Defo. Thematically, the song's lyrics, often credited to Miku Kobato, discuss taking risks, breaking away from societal constraints and inevitably of choices, metaphorically rolling the dice on life and career. Literally, that's interesting that I did pick up on that. Musical style is characterized by a heavy bass driven intro by Misa, a complex guitar solo by Kanami, and a driving rhythm often described as a mix of modern rock and metal elements. So critical reception. Many reactors and music critics point this song as an entry point for new listeners, highlighting its technical skill and high energy. Definitely high energy. And I love that bridge as well. That kind of brought us back down. It's like that groundingness of it. I love this one. This was a great one. So if you guys enjoyed the vibe that I created, the way that I analyze, and if it is your first time joining Priya Vedi Reacts and you like the vibe, feel free to like and subscribe if you feel called to. And if anybody else has any other band Maid videos to request, there is a link in my description for you to send any requests through of band Maid or any other artists like band Maid or any other artists in general. And I'm so grateful that you tuned in and hopefully enjoyed it. But yeah, till next time, bye.